It's after midnight, so it's technically Friday, but I'm calling it Thursday because we might be west of here and it would be still Thursday. So today is Thursday, the 11th of June, 2026, and I'm thrilled that you're here with me for the Propel expansion. And we're talking so much about, the essence of believing, seeing, taking action. Pardon me, got the hiccups. And basically, I just want to continue in that thread because I was talking to a friend tonight, and I was going to go in a little different direction, but I decided I would stay here after speaking to this friend, and we were speaking about, guys, um, that journey, meaning taking that step and believing in your heart, and excuse me, and basically um, knowing as just that knowingness, and that first of all the clarity, desire, knowingness, meaning that clarity comes not from a just a idle, oh, let's do this. It's really been processed and thought through, and knowing this and seeing that this is what you want and what needs to happen. And then you're clear on it. So it's not just a fleeting thing, it's knowing it, knowing and that desire. So that clarity leads to power. It truly does. And once you gain that clarity, so we were talking about different things about our businesses, and she does LifeWave with me, and she's a colleague, and so we've known each other a long time. And we were talking about strategies and just different things we're doing and have done and are going to help our team, and just different things. And I shared with her personally about some things that I'm putting together, not only for LifeWave, this my non-transdermal stem cell activation patch. Actually, I had it on my inner body today, not my hand, so I can't put it, but I show it to you. But it's a non-transdermal stem cell activation patch, and other patches that are photobiomodulation, which means that it harnesses the light energy in your body. And it is so extraordinary because it captures the copper peptides, the GHK copper peptides that are in your body, and really activate them because they're not dormant, but they're not as active as they could be. And then they flood the body and then activate your dormant stem cells. So the healing or the changes in one's life, because we can't make any claims, but I've been working with this product and this line and this company since 21. So I've seen many, many remarkable things, and I use it in tandem with the perinatal stem cells that we do. So with that said, we were talking about this, um our, as I said, our plans and what we've been doing. And I shared some personal things personally for me, separate, but everything with business and life filters together. So I shared that with her. Hello, hello, as you're coming in. Good evening. I'm Megan, and welcome to Propel Expansion. And tonight is Seeing It and Believing It. And so we're talking tonight about clarity leading, clarity leads to power. And the more clear you are, then you can be clear with prayer and seeking and asking God for that direction. So tonight's scripture, and I'm going to read the whole thing because it's really powerful, and then we'll talk about it and then apply it to the Propel program and you. So this is Mark 11:23 and 24. Truly, I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go and be removed into the sea, but does not doubt with their heart, but believe that what they say will happen, it will be done for them. So what you're saying is that you're truly believing that that nothing is going to stand in the way, nothing. And you're believing that. And I'm casting, that decree and declare that I'm casting any negative thoughts, anything holding me back will be cast into the sea. And I believe that this will be so, and it will be because I believe in my heart. Believing is a very, very, very important word and does not doubt. And doubt is really the opposite of faith. Really. Doubting is really, you think, well, I doubt, I don't know, but that's really saying you don't have faith. So, as it says, and does not doubt in their hearts, but believe that what they say. So you're speaking to that mountain. Remember what I tell you. If you say, so you're speaking to that mountain, saying to that mountain, and what you say will happen. It will be done for them. And then 24 is therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe, again, that believe that you have received it and it will be yours. So it's that casting that doubt, then unbelief into the sea. I'm not receiving that. It is yours, Lord. And so I'm casting that into the sea and believing in my heart it will be so and it will be given unto you. And then I love 24. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask, seek, knock, as we talk about all the time, for in prayer, believe that you have received it. So it's that present tense that you have received it and it will be yours. So it's that seeing it, believing it in your heart, and then take action. And that action is really the confirmation of what you're, seeing and believing. And, the 5 C's of the Propel Business Program is clarity, courage, confidence, commitment, and compassion. And that clarity leads to taking that first step. And that first step will give you build that courage muscle. And the courage muscle, as you continue to do and you do and you do and you see, I can do this, I can do this, then that courage muscle will build that confidence. And then that confidence is like, yes, this is what I am going to do. And that confidence muscle will then truly, truly build that commitment where you're not going to go back. Do not look back. You're not going that way. So once you commit to it, make no mistake, it will evolve. It will. But it will still be in the same genre. And now my nose is itching. I had hiccups. My nose is itching. The show must go on. So that commitment then leads to compassion, and compassion is truly giving yourself grace, giving yourself a break, saying, I understand, because you are going to, I don't like the word mistake because to me, a mistake is irretrievable and this is not, meaning it is that your life, maybe things will change course, but it doesn't mean that that was a quote unquote failure. It just means that it's taking a different direction, and you're going to learn from the quote unquote experience, and then apply that new knowledge to that new direction, so to speak. So it's not, but it won't change course of the direction that you want to be in. So I'm going to look at who is visiting with us tonight, and this is Devin. Hello. I hope I do, Devin, get more viewers. I would love you to share this. You deserve more. I appreciate that. And yes, I appreciate sushi. Hello, sushi. It's interesting that you say get more viewers. I'm committed to helping you start, scale, and sustain the business and life of your dreams. And I really appreciate what you just said there. It's very, very encouraging to me because it's not just encouraging for myself. I do this, obviously, I would like more viewers. I mean, that's a given, but it's not about, um, you know, um, to me anyway, the motivation to have, oh, I need 5,000 viewers. I did a TED talk last year, and if you Google, um, And well, I think it's here too. If you search on YouTube, Megan DiMartino TED Talk, it will come up. And I have, close to 6,000 views there. And that's great. I mean, would I like it to be a million? Of course. But, the thing about all these views is I appreciate you coming on and listening and really gleaning some benefit from this topic to help you because that's what at this point in my life, I have businesses and I'm very busy and active, but my heart is really to give back to you, to help you, that it's never too early or too late to create the life of your dreams. I mean, so many young people say to me, because I do speak in some schools, colleges, and they'll say, I'm only 21. Well, you look at Bill Gates and people like that. I mean, they've started in their garages and they never stopped. Same with myself. I started my work, so to speak, my creative work when I was in high school, and I never stopped. Now it's evolved, but I always knew I was going to create something. I've always known that my passion was creative, and my purpose was revealed to me over time. And my purpose is you to help you identify your dreams, goals, and desires. So now what I would love you to do, you guys that are here tonight, go to propel.megandimartino.com/info. That's my link tree. And I do have a course that I told you about, Propel Your Business and Life Activation Program. Not saying to join that. What I'm saying is, or sign up for that. I'm not saying not to, but what I am saying is go to the Propel community, which is free, and join that. And you'll receive a nugget of inspiration and encouragement every day in your text in the morning when you get up and open your phone. It'll be there. You'll receive newsletters bi-monthly of just different topics that we're talking about to help you start, scale, and sustain a business and potentially sell it. Also, you can leave a message for me and I will get back to you. But there's information about LifeWave. I did speak about that early before you guys came in, but I have a regenerative wellness clinic here in the Austin, Texas market, and we do perinatal stem cell as well as I represent a company called LifeWave, a non-transdermal stem cell activation patch. Also, it activates your copper peptides in your body. So you need to go, and there's information about it. Also, my book, Hope and Possibilities, is there. My TED Talk that I just mentioned, my, the podcast that I started in 20, there's an archive to it. It's called Unique Leaders Live, where I interview thought leaders in many genres of arts, entertainment, speakers, writers, just really cool people that I know you'll really glean uh, some inspiration from because they shared their stories. I evolved that when I started the Propel brand to Propel Deep Dive, so that's also there. And then the website for novitasspa.com is there, which is my a skincare brand as well as information about LifeWave. So the point is there's a lot of information there for you to, receive and assist you in whatever stage or place you are. As I said, it's never too early or too late to do that. So let me read one more time this scripture that we're talking about tonight. Truly, I tell you, if anyone says, now it's speaking, to this mountain and be removed and does not doubt in their heart. So that's that doubt. Doubt is fear. Nothing happens when there is fear. Nothing. But believe that what you say will happen. So believe it and it will be done for you. At 24, verse 24. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask, because as I said, we talk about ask, seek, knock often, and that is, and anyway. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have it. I love that because that's present tense, and it will be yours. So tonight, I would love you before you end the day or begin the day as you're beginning the day. to really write down some things that you're believing for and that you're really wanting to evolve in your life. And you feel, though, you feel that it might be insurmountable. I want you to write that down and then start praying and asking the Lord to guide you and really believe in your heart, because that's the key to this whole two-verse passage is that believe in your heart, because if you don't believe, you are going to waffle. It's just like when I started my first skincare brand in 92, nothing was going to hold me back. Nothing. And long story, share another time. It's in my book, it's in the TED Talk, but nothing was going to hold me back because I had prepared for it for 30 years on some level. And so I marinated on it. I knew it. I knew it was time to do this. Now, was it easy? No. Were there pitfalls? Absolutely. Were there challenges? Oh my gosh. Yes. But do I regret it? No, because I knew as I knew that clarity that this was what I was going to do. So you do the same. Write it down, speak to it. And if there's a mountain there saying, oh, I don't have the money, I don't have the this, I don't have the that, throw that, cast that into the sea, throw it away. Just, bind it, it's gone. And then release that belief that it is so. Okay. So I will see you tomorrow night, Friday Night Live, here on Propel Expansion. So go to propel.megandimartino.com/info and join me in the Propel community. And of course, here, subscribe, as someone mentioned that they were going to subscribe, and I appreciate that. Ring that bell so you're notified when I go live, and I will see you all soon. Have a blessed day.